Australia is full of jaw-dropping places, but the best ones, well, you will not see them on a glossy tourist brochure. Today, I'm going to be sharing 5 of the best secret spots across the top of Australia, Northern Territory and North Queensland that you're going to want to add to your bucket list right away. From ancient rock art to crystal clear swimming holes and to a beach that dinosaurs walk across. Now, these are places that the locals absolutely love. And honestly, the kind of places that the locals don't want you to know about. So let's get into it. Now I'm going to start out really strong, and this place is called Behana Gorge in North Queensland. The reason why this one is strong is because when we went there, we could not find it on a map. I had another friend of ours, Salt and, sorry, can't remember their name. And I don't have my Instagram at the moment, so I can't even show you. But I had to get them to send me a map and actually put a little cross on it. At the time, we couldn't find it on any Google Maps. This place is like you've stumbled onto a movie set. We did have to hike about 45 minutes, and it was up like a bitumen road. It was like a private road, but I think it's a state park, not so much a national park. And it was hard enough that you felt like you earned it once you got there. And at the end of that 45-minute walk is this beautiful cascade. Feels like in absolute paradise. A little bit creepy because there was no one else there, but then that also makes it really nice when there's no one else there because you feel like there's no one breathing down your neck. And the water was crystal blue, it was nice and deep, and it was so nice and cool, but not freezing. Oh, that looks so heavenly. Spa day. And like these rock pools, they feel like they're emerald color and they are just chef's kiss. The water actually cascades down it's fed by the pristine water that supplies Cairns, so you know that it's clean. And you can swim, you can cliff jump, you can just float and look up to the canopy of trees and the blue sky. And best of all, there is no crocodiles. Have you ever thought, oh, that's a mountain I'd like to climb? Well, that is not how I felt about Walshs Pyramid. I went there purely for the photos. And the good thing is, these two are right near each other. You're kind of driving through Canefield and then all of a sudden you're met with this big natural pyramid. And I believe, what is it? It's 922 meters high. And apparently it's the world's largest natural pyramid. Oh, I wonder if anyone's actually dug in to see what's underneath. So it's just out of Cairns and it is definitely worth driving and having a look. Try and go there when you know that there's not going to be much traffic because you do want to get on the side of the road, park your car and get some photos down the road because it kind of looks directly up to the tip. Not that I wanted to hike it, but if you're into hiking, it's definitely something that people have said really good things about. It's a tough hike. There is no shade. It's all just rock basically. And it says that your calves are going to hate you if you do it. But the views from the top is basically sugar canes, mountains. If you get a clear day, you can look all the way back to Cairns. Worth a hike, I would say, if you're nice and fit. There's also rumors to say that it is culturally significant. I wonder if that's because the aliens made it. Anyway, if you're gonna go there, go early, take some water and tell your legs I said sorry in advance. Now, while you're out that way, you need somewhere to sleep. Why don't you go to this next place? This is definitely a bit of a best kept secret, I feel, because I've never heard anyone talk about it. And this is the place where dinosaurs actually come up to your camp and walk along the beach. And it's called Etty Bay. It definitely looks like something that you'll see out of a magazine or something out of the movies when they've landed on a different planet. And what makes it next level is the locals. I'm not talking about the people, I'm talking about the cassowaries. This is one of the most amazing places to see them, but be warned, these can be dangerous animals, and if you get a bit freaked out by birds, well, you're probably going to freak out because they are very aggressive because it's like they're starving. So if you've got any food around, they're like right at it. So whatever you do, don't feed them, don't go too close, just kind of be passive and just stay still. I wasn't concerned about them, but I'm not scared of birds, but I know a lot of people are. And like these photos that I got were my favorite photos of the whole 2 years traveling. It's absolutely magical to swim on the beach. You do have to be careful of crocodiles. We just kind of had quick little dips, and we did camp there. There is no pets. We camped there when we didn't have our dog because she got dropped off at Mission Beach. And there is a cafe there that has fish and chips. This was our first experience in Queensland having fish and chips, and I didn't realize, but they actually crumbed the fish, which to me, I was like, what am I eating? You crumb chicken, like you have a chicken schnitzel, not a schnitzel fish. Anyway, definitely one to go to. And if you're going near there, go to Paranella Park. That's one of my other favorite places that I saw around Australia with so much. I love places that have got like history and a bit of a story behind them, and Paranella Park does have that. Okay, now let's go all the way over to Northern Territory. If you're going to drive that way, you're going to go through the Savannah Way, which was epic. And this one is called Ubirr. It's in Northern Territory in the Kakadu National Park, and it is one of those places that I had, again, never heard of, and I just went, oh my gosh, have we just walked into the Lion King? Firstly, you go through this walk. You want to go there a bit before sunset. You go through this walk, and there are Aboriginal paintings everywhere. These paintings are dated back to maybe 20,000 years, and this is where the communities actually lived. That was really interesting. Learn a lot about the Dreamtime stories, and there's spiritual messages carved on the stone. Yeah, and you do have to do a little bit of climbing around to get to see what you want to see. A lot of it is a little bit commercialized, like you're not just looking at the rocks, there's like barriers, but the barriers also mean that there's like little plaques and you can read about their culture and how that they lived back then. And then when the sun starts to go down, you climb up this rock, like Pride Rock, and you sit there and watch the sun go down, and you look over, it looks like a savanna to me. I don't know what you call it in Australia, but I'm still gonna call it that because it just looks like this open plain, and you feel like you're gonna see lions and tigers and all that, giraffes wander by. But you can definitely hear wildlife, but I didn't see any. So definitely, if you're going there, go at sunset and take a little picnic, take a plastic glass of wine, and get some amazing photos. Just don't be silly like me. And we thought, oh, well, we'll just go there in the morning. And we got up, we went to Bark Hut. We drove to Bark Hut in our swagged it there, and then got up at like 4 o'clock in the morning to get to Ubirr. How you doing, kids? 4:30 in the morning, doing well? To see the sunrise, and we got there and the gates were closed. We're like, oh, okay, so I guess we're not allowed to go there for sunrise, only sunset. Now, I don't know if this is like really a secret. To me, it's not, because all my friends in Northern Territory go here all the time, like it's their local swimming hole. But as far as the tourists go, I guess it's somewhere that not everyone goes to because it's just out the back of Darwin, and it's called Berry Springs. Now, I want to warn you because I get a little freaked out swimming there because they have found saltwater crocodiles in here before. And when you're diving under, you go, oh my gosh, I can't even tell if there could be a saltwater crocodile there. But it is definitely a magical place that the locals can't keep quiet. So it's basically 45 minutes from Darwin. So it's definitely worth going out and doing the drive and drop into the Berry Springs Tavern, have a beer. They actually have like saltwater crocodiles in like fish tanks. I think they must be babies, I can't quite remember, but that was a fun experience in itself. And I remember they had really good chicken palmies, and if it's hot, you can sit like out in the beer garden. That's really cool. But back to Berry Springs. What I would try and do if I was you was take some goggles, and if you could possibly take a couple of bits of bread. We put the bread in the water and you can see like little fish come up and eat it. And there was little turtles as well, and yeah, that was kind of cool. But if you don't take goggles, you can't see any of that. But it is just like a nice little pool that they've kind of put concrete in so that there's a little ledge and you can climb in and out. Apparently it says that there's often a kiosk there, but I've never seen a kiosk there. Anyway, it does say it's croc free, but I would double check the signs because there will be signs saying that it's closed if it's closed. I don't know. It's funny because when you get to Darwin and it's so bloody hot, you're like, I'll just swim anywhere. but don't, because there are deadly crocodiles. So there you go. 5 more spots in Australia that you've probably never heard of, and if you have, let me know in the comments below, and let me know some other secret places that you might know of. I reckon I've got another 80 to go. If you like off the beaten track places that people have never heard of, or places that it takes a little bit to get to, please give me a like and a subscribe, because that's what I like to talk about on here, and I'll be doing weekly videos like this, places in Australia that you won't find on the tourist brochures. Thank you so much for being in this little corner of the internet with me. If you truly do want to support me and you love my content and you want to support it, I'd love you to join me in my membership. It's $5.99 a month. Think of it as buying me an iced coffee a month, and that also supports my content so I can keep doing this for you. And in that membership, I'll be adding all of my places around Australia, behind the scenes content. Life's weird and I vlog it. Follow along and I'll see you next time.